Now, here's Chief Meteorologist Tony Petrarca with your live Pinpoint Doppler 12 Futurecast.
Well, certainly a lot to cover over the next roughly 24 to 36 hours. Just finishing up analyzing some of the new data coming in from the National Hurricane Center. And as we mentioned before, this is not a Sandy storm, but certainly some significant weather on the way tomorrow night, very early on Saturday morning. But here's the situation. The storm is weakening as far as wind, but it's still producing quite a bit of rainfall across the southeastern United States. The center of the storm now on the Florida-Georgia border. We know it's headed our way as far as rainfall and a little bit of wind because of the steering winds or the jet stream blowing in this kind of fashion. So quite simply, when we see the storm track blowing like this, the storm just hitches a ride on this conveyor belt of air, and it goes right up into New England as far as the heavy rain and some wind. We'll talk about the wind issue in just a second. In the meantime, the flood watch continues through tomorrow afternoon, actually tomorrow afternoon and into tomorrow night. Again, wind speeds have come down now to about 45 to 50 miles per hour. The track of the storm making its closest pass, at least the center of the storm, between roughly 5 and 8 o'clock on Saturday morning, but it's moving very rapidly. It is out of here for the most part on Saturday, and we will see some improvements on Saturday. But with this kind of a track, certainly very heavy rain on the order of 2 to 4 inches, and any wind potential wouldn't be severe, but there'll be some wind gusts and perhaps up to 45 miles per hour, and that would be reserved for the South Shore, the Lower Cape and Islands, and that's not until actually very late tomorrow night and early on Saturday morning. Cloudy skies, couple of sprinkles in Providence at 61. Most spots now upper 50s to lower 60s. We should stay in that temperature range all night long. The flood watch for the entire area except the Cape and the Islands from tomorrow afternoon through early on Saturday morning with 2 to 4 inches of rain. We're going to keep an eye on the potential for some street flooding of small rivers and streams. The Patuxent and the Blackstone, some of the bigger rivers, will rise, but expected to stay below flood stage. However, if you live along both of those rivers, we'll certainly monitor the situation. You want to stay tuned as far as any problems on those rivers, but right now we're not anticipating that. As far as the wind potential, now Sandy had winds of at times 90 miles per hour on the South Shore. We're certainly not forecasting that, but somewhere in the range of 35 to 45 mile per hour gusts in the areas in pink and yellow, midnight tomorrow night through 5 o'clock on Saturday morning. Let me show you a computer projection. These are not temperatures, but rather wind gusts in miles per hour. And we're going to start off at 5 o'clock tomorrow evening. Winds are not too bad, but notice by midnight Friday night, actually Saturday morning, midnight, winds are now gusting along the South Shore up to 45 miles per hour. So concentrate on the numbers down here in Newport, Westerly, Block Island, Lower Cape. Let's advance this now to about Saturday, 3, 4, 5 o'clock in the morning as we hopefully we can advance this. And all right. We go to plan B, which is go to my computer screen. But hey, you don't need to see my mug. You just need to see the data. And I want to show you now, keep an eye on some of these numbers along the South Shore as we advance this now to Saturday morning, pre-dawn hours, around 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning. Look at the wind gusts, 45, perhaps 50 miles per hour along the South Shore. And then by later to Saturday morning and Saturday afternoon, the wind speeds will start to come back down. So again, it's late Friday night, Saturday morning, winds of 45 to 50 perhaps along the South Shore. So gusty, but certainly wouldn't classify it as severe. Now this batch of rain that's moving in tonight, not really directly associated with the storm itself. Those heavier rains will wait until tomorrow afternoon, tomorrow evening. So overnight tonight, rain working in. Here we are tomorrow morning, widespread rain, allow for some extra travel time, but it's really coming down hard by tomorrow afternoon and tomorrow evening for the evening commute. It'll spill over into Friday night, but watch how fast this thing pulls out of here. Saturday morning, early morning shower. The whole storm is pulling away. I expect a little bit of sunshine, a much warmer day and drier day on Saturday. I wouldn't rule out a spot shower, but it's not nearly the washout material that we're forecasting for tomorrow. So Saturday is a little better, and even Sunday looking okay. So there's your widespread rain Friday, some of the wind on Friday night. A couple of showers on Saturday, not a washout at 75. Sunday is looking good with partly sunny skies, warm and dry. We'll get daytime high temperatures in the upper 70s. We'll bring back some scattered showers here on Monday and Tuesday of next week. Temps in the mid-70s. As far as rainfall amounts, we're forecasting anywhere from 2 to 4 inches of rain, especially tomorrow afternoon, tomorrow night, ending Saturday morning.
All righty, Tony. Well, coming up.